The appearance of Darth Maul in the second season of Star Wars Rebels was a pretty big surprise, even though many hardcore fans suspected he would show up at some point down the line, due to his return in Clone Wars. However, many of us didn't anticipate the massive role that Maul would end up playing, even being responsible of blinding Kanan in the second season finale. Maul took a very active role, with the third season revolving around whether or not Ezra would join him as his brand new apprentice, as well as the fact that Maul could not let go of revenge and sought out Kenobi, even after the destruction of the Republic and the Jedi Order, and even after both Maul and Kenobi himself had lost everything. Originally, however, according to Freddie Prinze Jr., who voices Kanan, Maul was going to make an even larger impact on the Rebels crew, and it was in the cards for a time that Darth Maul was going to kill Kanan in the season 2 finale of Rebels, which would have made an already packed finale even more so. Before we get into exactly what happened, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, I highly encourage you to do so, as according to my analytics, a lot of you that watch the channel haven't subscribed. So if you've been enjoying the content and want to see more, force choke that button. In an interview with Collider, Freddie Prinze Jr. said this: "Dave and I talked about me dying at Maul's hand at the end of season 2. But then the same people who didn't want me for this project suddenly said, no, he can't die. He has to be in every episode." It is interesting that this is a concept that was played around with. It's also interesting though that I assume the producers shut this down, and they wanted Kanan Jarrus to appear in every single episode of Rebels. If Kanan did eventually die at Maul's hand, it very much would have transitioned into Ezra's show. And I'm actually with the producers on this. I do like that Kanan stuck around in Star Wars Rebels until the very end, and I think Kanan's death scene was really fitting at the hands of the Empire. Maul's focus was more on Kenobi and the rivalry there, and his relationship with Ezra sort of came second. Although Maul killing Kanan would have been a big reason for fans to turn against the character and truly hate him, I really like the dynamic between Kanan and Maul. And again, I like the rivalry being more between Kenobi and Maul rather than that of Ezra and Maul, which I'm sure it would have dove more into if Kanan had been killed at Maul's hand. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of details on exactly how this was going to play out, or I guess even when it was going to play out, whether or not this is something that may have occurred in season 3 of Star Wars Rebels, or perhaps in the season 2 finale in Maul's first appearance. It would have been a shock for Maul to return and then immediately kill Kanan, but a build-up between the two masters may have been interesting as well. Again though, I'm actually with the producers on this one, and I do like that Kanan got to stick around until close to the end of the series, and I like how Maul's story ultimately played out with Ezra. Anyway guys, what are your thoughts on this, and how do you feel about Kanan, or at least for a time, being in the cards that Maul was going to kill him? Do you like the Kanan Jarrus death that we ultimately got, or would you have liked to see more? Anyway, my friends, thank you so much for watching the channel. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.